Since I had my microphone turned off, welcome to Terran Conflict. I'm going to be playing this game instead of X3 Reunion because I've been having issues with getting X3 Reunion to come up on full screen. It's been incredibly frustrating. But I will continue with X3 Reunion, but it will have to wait until I've got some more equipment because I'm intending to get a video capture card and maybe even a second computer, and having everything game-wise on one computer and everything stream-wise on the other, and then just having the video capture card pick up what I'm playing so that I haven't got all the software interfering with each other. Anyway, X3 Terran Conflict was originally intended to be a expansion to X3 Reunion, but because of the modding community that the X series has, they got the modders and everything involved, and they made a lot of changes to the base game. So it got to the point where they'd modified it so much that they ended up releasing Terran Conflict as a base game all on its own because it was so different to X3 Reunion. If anything, you could call it X3.5. But yeah, it's the control scheme is very different to it. The graphics compatibility is different to it. And overall, the improvements they made to it made it a lot better than X3 Reunion. So we're going to start a new game and play as Terran Defender and get our intro sequence to tell us what it's all about. Eventually.
Almost a millennium has passed since the last great plague of humankind had been wiped out from the solar system and its precious blue pearl planet Earth. It was a plague so dangerous, a threat so grave that it spread throughout the infinity of space and eternity of time almost effortlessly to infest the stars. It spread its pestilence to civilizations unknown, devastated the galaxy as if it was just an ordinary body made of flesh and bone falling prey to a mindless virus. And in a sense, it really was a virus created by humankind, one made with the best of intentions, but a virus nevertheless. Von Neumann probes, self-replicating machines, terraformers, Xenon, even the enemy of God. But at its core, it was really only one thing. Artificial General Intelligence, or AGI. Mechanical minds capable of making themselves even more intelligent, and then again and again, recursively forever. The greatest threat to biological life that ever existed throughout the whole universe. The terraformers were cast out from the solar system by sheer luck, just barely, with billions upon billions left dead in their wake. The Earth jump gate was dismantled. Legislation was put in place never to allow AGI to be created again, ever. Humankind never forgot the threat or the lesson of AGI. Never ventured to try out this concept once more, not in 1,000 years. But then it was discovered that species from outside the solar system thought differently. The plague of AGI was being released on the universe once more. Again, perhaps with the best of intentions, and again, however, with the deadliest of results. The government of Earth had to intervene, even if it meant Cold War, even if it meant a Cold War between brothers. And intervene Earth did. This escalating conflict would be given a name by historians. Terran Conflict.
Yeah, one of the other things that this game had, it was
Terran Flight School Saber.
the interaction and everything on. Whoops, wrong one. The interaction on this is just so much easier to control than on X3 Reunion. Like, it's very easy to just immediately engage autopilot onto something, and just in general the controls are just much easier. So while we're here, we're going to quickly change the something in here. We're going to change our setter to 10 times because it speeds things up a bit more. So now when I engage that'll go to 1,000. So we're going to open comms.
Is there something I can help you with?
No. Okay, so do I have a mission?
Autopilot off.
Can't see my keyboard properly from here. So I don't know what I can't remember actually what I'm meant to be doing. I'm sure that there was someone I was supposed to be contacting.
Terran high-tech trader.
Hello, pilot. This is
Oh,
Lieutenant
yeah.
Flinter, USC. You drew up a trial assignment today. Come join us when you're ready.
Terran scimitar autopilot activated.
So the orange cursor as well was something they introduced that was new to Terran Conflict. You'll also notice as well that the bar is up the side rather than along the bottom. Many of the interfaces and everything are the same as they were, like within the menus, but the overall control of the ship is just easier. So rather than the mouse being directly controlling it, I actually have to hold down the left mouse button, then I can steer it. Otherwise it immediately defaults to cursor. However, if I press the space bar, then it will go to just pure mouse control, and the fire button has been moved to the right mouse button rather than the left, which makes it a little harder to accidentally shoot things when you don't want to be.
You have something to report? Right. Let's move out.
So following the scimitar there. Now, the beginning of this one is set within the Terran system, so we don't have any interaction yet with the Commonwealth because this is all in the Terran system to begin with. This takes place, like I said, after the events in X3 Reunion, where a gate is opened to Earth, and that kind
Sir,
of...
I'm tracking an unusual echo here on the grav. A faint line moving through the sector, coming in from the outer solar system, apparently.
Nothing on my screen, pilot. That's probably a micrometeoroid. Sometimes one will enter the transit accelerator and shoot across the populated area. They do register on the graph sometimes, if they're heavy enough.
Yeah, the...
Now it's on my grav as well, sir. 2 of them.
I see them now. 5 of them. They must have disintegrated during transit, perhaps.
Attention, all pilots. Terraformer attack reported in Neptune orbit. No AGI ships must be allowed to survive this incursion. Proceed to Neptune immediately.
What? Terraformer? It's been over 20 years since. You heard the captain, people. Break orbit, set course for Neptune. Follow my lead. Execute.
Yeah, as I was saying, within the Commonwealth, they opened a gate to Earth, and that sort of triggered a Cold War because the Terrans had completely cut themselves off from the rest of the universe because of the terraformer or xenon threat. Now, the terraformers and the xenon are kind of slightly different in that the xenon are kind of like an evolution of the terraformers. Oh God, autopilot. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. Yeah, if you're following someone and they're changing speed, it can end up with sending you all over the place to try and match what they're doing.
No transorbital accelerator.
Have I got
Neptune entering system. Neptune. Xenon N.
They're all over me! Too many to count!
No orbital defense station.
So hopefully you can... Oh wow, yeah, I forgot about all the cluster missiles that they have in this one.
Xenon N.
Because the cluster missiles were a new addition to Terran Conflict as well.
Xenon N.
As if at the time
Now in firing range.
the as if the graphics didn't tax your card enough at the time.
Poltergeist missile. Xenon N.
And thankfully these here are actually quite easy to take out, but some of the others are quite horrible. The bigger ones especially.
Spectre missile.
I'm not interested in Spectre missile.
Xenon N.
The Terran people thank you for your help in eliminating this threat.
Xenon N. Xenon N. Xenon N. Xenon N. Target is now in fire.
Lieutenant Flinter, do you read? The AGI seem to be using some sort of jump beacon to anchor their jump drives in our
Well,
sector.
being shot at.
Destroy if you can.
Copy that. Look out for that beacon.
No. Transorbital accelerator. Remaining. Jump beacon. Scanning. Scan complete. No. Matter-antimatter mind fab. Alpha.
We've got new intel suggesting that this is just a decoy attack. A handful of AI drones have sneaked past our guard and stolen information from a research facility in Mars orbit. They're already heading back into the outer system, possibly to rendezvous with a ship. Lieutenant Plinter, you'll be sending one of your pilots to the Oort cloud to patrol the gate, just in case one of the drones gets there. It must then be followed to its destination and, if possible, destroyed.
Drones? Saw the tracks on the graph were no micrometeorites after all. Alright, pilot, you're up. Get all those damn things out of the sky. Good luck. Execute.
Okay, some of the space stations as well in Terran Conflict are huge compared to the ones in Reunion. They did add a lot of things to it. They did also... I can't remember whether it was in Terran Conflict or just Albion Prelude, but I'm pretty sure that with one of the update patches, they did add like a stock market to the game.
Entering system. Pluto.
So these transorbital accelerators, they are different to the jump gates. These aren't interdimensional portals. These are they just propel you at an extremely high speed.
System. Oort cloud.
Right, I'm going to quickly go into the audio settings and turn the effects volume down. Because I could barely hear the notifications and stuff. Again, by today's standard, the graphics aren't massively amazing, but bear in mind that this game is like nearly 15 years old. So it's the fact that it's able to render like the detail and everything that it is. I mean, to me, is amazing. And this is before Xbox One. Was it? I think Xbox 360 hadn't really been out that long. PC wise, yeah, PC was above what the Xbox and that was at the time as well. Anyway, because it's PC. But this is made by an independent game company who pretty much just made this game. Yeah, the games they've done, I don't know of any other games that they've made.
Message transorbital X message drone.
Oops, didn't want to press that one. I wanted that one. And display it up there. So it's very much headed that way. So try and intercept it. It's also travelling a lot faster than what I can. And it looks like it's... Can't really tell where that's headed. Not yet.
Jump beacon.
Right. I think it's aiming for that jump beacon.
Jump beacon. No aim. Debris.
Okay, maybe...
Pilot, this is Lieutenant Plinter. I've got message from Command that all drones are either destroyed or intercepted. Command is mighty impressed with your achievements today, and I'm too.
I haven't really done anything. And that drone wasn't intercepted, it
All ships,
escaped.
follow my lead.
I'm not going to follow your lead. I'm going to go on my own because you take too long.
Entering system. Pluto. Xenon. N. Target is now in firing range.
I want some more guns.
The Terran people thank you for your help in eliminating this threat.
You are asteroid.
I am asteroid, am I? Oops. So is that Charon over there? Yeah. So all I've got to do for a minute is just fly around this area and see if anything pops up on the radar. Again, jump into anything like sector maps and everything is a lot easier on Terran Conflict than it is on Reunion. And you can simply you can simply navigate with just the mouse by clicking on where you want to go to. So I think the purpose of the patrol missions are more to get you to map the area than it is to actually do anything more than, because yeah, there's not really any combat or anything going here, and it's like patrol missions are actually quite dull. I mean, you can get software and stuff that helps with that. I don't think I'm carrying any. Excuse me. No, so Yeah, I'm only... Yeah, I'm not carrying any patrol command software or anything. Which later on in the game does become extremely useful. And of course, you can select a gate from here and tell it to fly through. I didn't hear it tell me that I needed to fly to Neptune, did you? Probably came up while it was telling me I am asteroid.
Entering autopilot off.
So early on in the game, well, you don't have much in the way of transports and ships. It is very, very flight sim to the game, or just general, just point and clicking like I am at the minute. But as the game goes on, it does become quite strategy based, because one of the other changes they made to Terran Conflict was to have wings, like squadrons for various ships. Okay, now it's going to faff around with that for a bit because oh no, there's something in my way. Oh no, right, let's go fly a bit. Oh no, it's still something in my way. So it was one of the downsides, I suppose, was that it wasn't very good at setting waypoints. There was often like in the community, people would refer to the autopilot as the auto idiot, because there'd be times where it would crash you into things. So I didn't always completely trust the autopilot.
Entering system. Uranus. Autopilot off.
I know there's people out there going, she said Uranus. I'm one of those, I actually pronounce it Uranus.
Autopilot off.
Oh, where'd it go? Have you already taken it out? I did see it. Oh no, it's just a missile that will disappear in a minute. I've never been keen on the patrol missions. I find them dull. Because you're just pretty much just randomly flying around hoping that something will happen. I suppose, like, to some degree, that's what an actual patrol is like. Except you're kind of happy that nothing would happen, but they still get boring. Not getting much in the way of... was pretty sure it was the only one. Yeah, off to Saturn. Well, yeah, it's
Transorbital accelerator. Saturn.
okay. The auto idiot can't make up which it's my
Autopilot
which way it
off.
wants to go.
Entering system. Saturn.
All right. Debrief at the Saturn Research Station. They want to get as much sensor data as possible. I hear the scientists already have their hands full ripping open half the fleet's black boxes, so there's no rush.
Saturn Research Station. Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
Right. Please don't be an idiot with the docking. I've had it before where it's been an idiot with the docking, and because I haven't docked within the time limit that was given, got blasted out of the sky. Although that was only in orbit with Earth.
Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this Terran station.
Connection to local trading network established.
Pilot, you've been ordered to meet with Major General Ichiyama at the ATF outpost in the asteroid belt. Seems you're getting yourself noticed, pilot.
So yeah, obviously all of this is just nothing more than tutorial, really. So getting you used to
Transorbital accelerator.
getting you used
Uranus.
to controls and getting you to dock, getting you to do a little bit of light combat so that you know the combat controls. So I think it's actually Mars where you start actually getting your proper missions. Because it's one of the things as well. The Terrans are extremely paranoid, and they have
Entering
basically you have to have
system.
clearance for
Jupiter.
each and every sector. So it's like I might be allowed to get as far as Mars, but I most definitely won't be allowed to get to Earth itself yet.
Transorbital accelerator. Asteroid belt.
In fact, yeah, I can get as far as the asteroid belt, not Mars, because Mars is too close to Earth.
Entering system. Asteroid belt. Orbital patrol base. Docking granted. Autopilot activated. Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this Terran station.
Connection to local trading network established.
Right, so I do believe I had a...
Good day, pilot. I'm Major General Ray Ishiyama of the AGI Task Force, or ATF. As you probably know, the ATF is charged with defending the Sol system from illegal artificial general intelligences, for short, AGI. These things are pretty nasty. One example of them is the ancient terraformers, and you know what they did. Well, lately it seems they're returning. This attack on the Sol system was the first of its kind in centuries. More might follow. What worries us most, however, is that apparently some unknown group from outside the Sol system is collaborating with the AGI. We must find out who, where, why, and how this is at all possible. The information you intercepted today gives us valuable clues, but we're still working on it. The ship you saw was apparently Argon. You've done exceptionally well, pilots. You have been given access to Mars orbit. As you know, Mars has a wide variety of ship upgrades available. Take a look. As you will be taking on more challenging duties, we have seen fit to give you an M5 scout ship to aid you. It is located at the Mars shipyard. Dock there and control will be turned over to you. Once your business in Mars is complete and you are ready for your next assignment, please contact me.
Yeah, gotta love the voice acting there. So, if I didn't know any better, I would say that was a text-to-speech device.
Transorbital accelerator, Mars. Autopilot off.
So,
Entering system, Mars. Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
just looking at, yeah, quite a... what, 4 Corvette class, and I can't remember if that's a destroyer or a carrier. I think it's a carrier. And looking on the Gravidar, can't see one of each, so it's like a whole load of Corvettes and heavy fighters. Let's speed that up.
Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this Terran station.
Connection to local trading network established.
Okay, so got an M5 Rapier.
Ship computer control transferred.
So I've got an M5 Rapier, which I'm going to be changing to.
Will
So
the parents of the Argon girl by the name of Susie please pick her up at the casino? Thank you.
So I go to landed ships and switch over to my rapier. Advance, change ship. And then back to the asteroid belt.
Transorbital
faster.
accelerator. Asteroid belt.
Is that just a shipyard?
Shipyard.
Yeah, I can't get it at shipyard. I need a yeah, I need a supply station or a trading station.
USC orbital supply base.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
Get some engine tuning on this ship if I've got the money for it.
Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this Terran station.
Connection to local trading network established.
Okay, maybe not. Alright, so asteroid belt, orbital patrol place,
Docking granted. Autopilot
and
activated.
let's watch the auto idiot fail at flying the most direct route. So I would have already turned to fly towards it by now.
Entering system. Asteroid belt.
So I'm pretty sure this is where they start sending you into the Commonwealth. Oh, come on.
Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this Terran station.
Connection to local trading network established.
Okay, what was it? I needed comms.
Hello, pilot. Do you need some help?
I am ready for the mission.
Good day, pilot. As you might be aware, the governments of the Commonwealth are less than welcoming of our presence in their territories. This, however, will not prevent us from leading a thorough investigation, with or without their consent. This is a joint ATF and USC operation, and from now on, you're part of it. You are to enter the Commonwealth of Planets in a sector called Heretic's End. There you'll meet up with ATF Commander Mark Jackson, who'll let you in on the details of your next mission. Good luck.
For the Omni, sire.
Mining outpost M Beta.
So, to the jump gate, which was moved by the Terrans to the asteroid belt from Earth to keep it away from Earth. But this is the jump gate that the Commonwealth had built to try and re-establish contact with Earth, which, Earth wasn't very happy about that. And it's like the moment that the gate opened, they sent through an armada and took over the area of Heretic's End.
Entering system. Heretic's End.
Right, so what you have here is a Terran outpost on this side of the gate, and then over at the end there you have Commonwealth facilities.
Orbital defense station. Docking granted. Autopilot activated. Successfully docked.
Welcome aboard this Terran station.
Connection to local trading network established.
Okay, so comms.
How can I be of assistance? Welcome down south, pilot. That's what we call this rotten place beyond the gate. They call it Commonwealth. How was your journey? In this part of space, you'll get your orders from me, even with the ATF emblem on my sleeve. You'll meet one of your own USC guys, Captain Pearl, in a few days, if all goes well. Okay, the terraformers, also known as the Xenon over here in the Commonwealth, are acting up a lot these days. They're raiding convoys and facilities for processed materials. We don't know why. Not to mention stealing information from our fair solar system. It does sound a little far-fetched, but we believe they're being incited, searched, sweet-talked, or otherwise manipulated by our squeaky-clean so-called Argon friends. Anyway, the current wave of Xenon attacks is often accompanied by non-Xenon vessels. We want you to seek out such an attack, and instead of getting into the battle, covertly follow the non-Xenon ship to its base of operations. This is a crucial piece of intel we absolutely need to have. All clear? Okay, you're good to go effective immediately. Carry on, pilot.
So, a lot of trust there.
Proceed to this sector as soon as possible, but do not engage the enemy. Just follow the non-Xenon attacker to its base, and if possible, scan it. Jackson out.
So there's something that makes the game a lot easier, is the yellow indicators. Makes it a lot easier to know where you're supposed to be going. Not all missions use them though.
Gate, Circle of Labor.